Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Snigdha Mahapatra, a third year student of KIT School of Law and currently an intern under LexClick. In my previous video, I had talked about two terms, arrangements and compromises. Now in this video, I will be talking about two very related terms to arrangement and compromise, that is reconstruction and amalgamation. Arrangements and compromise may take place for the purposes of reconstruction and amalgamation of companies. A petition for reconstruction or amalgamation in most of the cases is usually accompanied by a petition under Section 230 of the Companies Act. This is because there can hardly be any arrangement between the company and its creditors or members without a compromise. However, a reconstruction or arrangement under Section 230 does not necessarily mean that there is a reconstruction or amalgamation within the meaning of Section 232. Reconstruction under Section 232 would involve two or more companies, unlike 230, where the company and its members and creditors are only concerned. Now, what is the meaning of the term reconstruction? The term reconstruction inter alia indicates the process which involves first the transfer of undertaking of an existing company to another company, usually incorporated for the purpose. The old company ceases to exist, however, all the assets might not pass to the new company. Second, the carrying out of substantially the same business by the same persons. And the third, the rights of the shareholders in the old company are satisfied by their being allotted the shares in a new company. A reconstruction of a company can be done for a lot of purposes. Some of them are the following. First, to extend the operations of the company. If the shares are fully paid up and it is desired to raise further capital, the shareholders in the old company may be issued only partly paid shares in the new company, so that by calling up the uncalled amount, the company would have the necessary funds for carrying on its business. Also, if the company wants to do business which is totally unrelated to its objects, it may resort to reconstruction, which is very similar to expanding. The objects clause of the new company may include the business which it wants to pursue. Now, another purpose for which reconstruction may be done is for the purpose of reorganization. It implies alteration or modification of the rights of the shareholders or creditors or both. There is also this concept of internal reconstruction, wherein the company continues to exist and operate with adjustments of rights of shareholders or creditors, lenders, etc. In such a reconstruction, always some sacrifice is present for members and creditors to enable the company to operate as a going concern. If pursuant to any scheme, shareholders who hold few shares get eliminated, such scheme cannot be rejected if otherwise it meets all the requisites of an acceptable scheme. Now, what is the meaning of amalgamation and merger? Amalgamation is the blending of two or more undertakings or companies into one undertaking. The shareholders of each blending undertaking company substantially the shareholders of the other company which holds blended undertakings. A form of amalgamation is known as merger. In case of a merger, all the properties and liabilities of transferor company get merged with the properties and liabilities of the transferee company, leaving behind nothing with the transferor company except its name, which also gets removed through the process of law. In reality, companies do not merge, only the assets and liability merge. This was held in the case of Areva Tea and D India Limited in Ray. This concept of merger is in conformity with the concept given an accounting standard issued by the ICAI. The other forms of amalgamation is by way of purchase of assets and liabilities of the transferor, where all the assets and liabilities may not be so taken over. Now, what is the basic difference between amalgamation and reconstruction? The basic difference is Amalgamation involves the blending of two or more different entities and not merely the continuance of one entity, whereas reconstruction implies carrying on of an existing business in some altered form so that persons interested in the business may remain substantially the same. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you get some kind of input from the video, and please subscribe to the channel and comment and share for further updates.